We're going to pick back up with arithmetic sequences. So in this example, we are basically looking for a sub 2, a sub 12 rather. And to find a sub 12, we're going to use the formula we learned about just a few moments ago. This formula gives us the power to find any of the terms that we want, even if the term we want is like a sub 12 or what's happening on the 12th month. So what's required is that we have the first term, which is 75,000. I'm going to write it out completely, plus n minus 1, which would be 11, times the common difference. So then you have to ask yourself, how are we increasing? What is happening each time? And we're increasing by 15,000 per month. With a couple pushes of our calculator or a little bit of intense mathematics, we get that a sub 12 is equal to $240,000. So that's what we could expect the rent for the crane to be in 12 months if things continue to proceed in the way they have been. Let's take a look at the next example. So here in example 3, we are encouraged to find an equation for the nth term of the sequence. Well, let's go ahead and use the formula that we have. We know that a sub n is equal to the first term plus n minus 1 times the common difference. So an equation for the nth term would be an equation such that we have n in it because we don't know what that term is. So a sub n is equal to, the first term of the sequence we're dealing with is 8 plus, obviously since we don't know what n is, we're going to leave it at n minus 1 times the common difference. Well, what is the common difference? Looks like each time we're increasing by 9. So our common difference being 9, we'll throw 9 into the equation like that. Let's simplify. A sub n is equal to, I'm going to distribute this 9 through, so I get 9n minus 9 plus 8. Joining like terms together, I get 9n minus 1, and that's what a sub n is equal to. I want you to look at this really quickly. This is really just, and this is how they had me introduce it in terms of the textbook when you guys were way young and we were doing Algebra 1. We did a sub n is equal to the arithmetic sequence kind of equation to show its relationship to linear equations. So you might be able to see that this is really like y equals mx plus b, 9x minus 1. Very similar kind of situation, except, we're dealing with sequences and, we're dealing with n values that are integers. Our final example is about arithmetic means, and we talked about that earlier, being just the number of terms, the specific terms between two numbers in an arithmetic sequence. So we are told that we have 4 arithmetic means between these two numbers, 16 and 91. The way to determine this is to figure out what the common difference is. I probably would not use the formula. I'd probably subtract it and then count how many steps back and maybe divide by 5 or something like that. But we'll use the formula because it also is sensible and thoughtful. So here's our formula again. A sub n is equal to the first term plus n minus 1. By the time we finish this, you guys should have it memorized, times d. All right, and so we really want that common difference. That's important to us. So the first term we have is 16. The nth term, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the sixth term. The sixth term we have is going to be 91. So me saying that that's the sixth term just helps me right here where I'm putting in that n value. And so now here's the equation I'm working with. And you're going to see I'm really basically taking 91 and subtracting 16. So that instinct of mine made kind of sense. So let me go ahead and finish this. 91 is equal to 16 plus 5d. When I subtract 16 on both sides, I get that 75 is equal to 5d. So that's the difference between 91 and 16. And then now I'm going to divide by 5, and I get 15. So what is 15? It's just the common difference. So it tells me how to jump through and get the rest of the values. So when I add 15 to 16, I get, let's use another color, 31. And when I add 15 to that, I get 46. To that, 61. And finally, 76. And so here are the 4 arithmetic means between 16 and 91. All right. Sorry for the weird split in the video. I'm having technical difficulties. However, we are done. Have a great one. So 2 short videos is better than 1 really long one. All right? All right, hopefully. Take care, guys. Look forward to seeing you soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.